Financial experts are sounding the alarm. 2025 could bring an economic collapse even more devastating than the crash of 2008. The warning signs are everywhere, and the stakes have never been higher. Around the world, analysts are tracking troubling trends that point to a perfect storm brewing on the horizon. This isn't just another market dip, it's shaping up to be a potential global shockwave that could upend the way we live, work, and save. The ripple effects could touch every corner of the globe, impacting families, businesses, and entire nations. Inflation is spiraling, geopolitical tensions are escalating, and consumer debt has reached record highs. These are not isolated problems. They're interconnected. And together, they're flashing red warning lights for the entire global economy. The Federal Reserve, tasked with keeping the economy stable, is now just one miscalculation away from triggering a disaster that could send shockwaves through every financial system. While the media urges everyone to stay calm and carry on, behind the scenes, insiders and those in the know are quietly making preparations for the worst-case scenario. If the collapse hits, millions could lose their jobs in a matter of weeks, and the savings you've worked so hard for could vanish almost overnight, leaving families scrambling to survive. Imagine waking up to find your bank accounts frozen, ATMs out of service, and grocery store shelves stripped bare. This is the harsh reality that could be just around the corner. But while most people panic and react too late, the smart money is already moving, hoarding 11 specific items that hold real, tangible value when cash becomes worthless and traditional assets fail. In this video, I'll reveal exactly what you need to get, why these items matter, and how you can prepare your household before it's too late to act. Let's dive in and start with the one thing that could literally save your life when everything else fails. First up, cash. It might seem old-fashioned, but when disaster strikes, nothing beats the reliability of physical money in your hand. In our digital world, we often forget how quickly things can grind to a halt when the power goes out or networks fail. In a crisis, digital payments fail. Only physical cash works. Credit cards, apps, and even your phone become useless if the grid is down or the internet is out. Suddenly, that stack of bills is your lifeline. We saw it in Texas during the 2021 blackout. No power, no cards, only cash mattered. People lined up at stores that could only accept cash, and those without it were left scrambling. Even the government recommends keeping cash at home for emergencies. Ready.gov and other official sources stress the importance of having enough on hand to get by if banks and ATMs are offline. But here's the trick. You need small bills, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. Large bills are hard to break, and in a crisis, nobody wants to give up their change. In a blackout, nobody will break 100 for a loaf of bread. Merchants may not have change, and you could end up overpaying for basic items if all you have are big bills. Build up a stash to cover at least a month of essentials, starting small and adding over time. Even setting aside a few dollars each week adds up, and you'll thank yourself later. Keep it hidden and secure at home, not in the bank. A fireproof safe or a clever hiding spot can keep your emergency fund protected and accessible when you need it most. This isn't abandoning the system, it's your insurance policy when ATMs go dark. Think of it as a backup plan, not a replacement for your regular banking. The peace of mind is priceless. Knowing you can buy food, water, or fuel when others can't is a huge relief in stressful times. Start now, because when you need cash, it'll be too late to get it. Don't wait for the next emergency to realize you're unprepared. Small bills are your first line of defense. They give you flexibility, bargaining power, and the ability to buy exactly what you need when you need it. So, make cash, especially small bills, a core part of your emergency plan. Let's move to the next essential. Remember the food shortages during lockdowns? That was just a small taste of what could happen if a real crisis hits. When supply chains break down, shelves can go empty in a matter of hours, and restocking might not happen for weeks, or even months. In a true collapse, you can't count on the grocery store. Empty shelves could become the new normal, not just a temporary inconvenience. That's why it's crucial to store foods you actually enjoy and use in your daily life. Don't waste money on survival rations you'll never touch. Instead, build your pantry with familiar foods and rotate them regularly so nothing goes to waste. Focus on affordable, filling staples like rice, beans, pasta, and oats. These foods are not only inexpensive and easy to store, but they also form the backbone of countless meals and last for years if kept dry and sealed. Don't forget to add variety. Canned meats, vegetables, and fruits provide essential nutrients and keep meals interesting. Comfort foods like coffee, sugar, and even chocolate can make tough times feel a little more normal. With food prices climbing every year, stocking up on shelf-stable foods now isn't just smart, it's a way to protect your budget from inflation and future shortages. Aim to build up to a 3-month supply of food your family actually eats. Use the first-in, first-out method to keep everything fresh and avoid waste. Just use what you store and replace it as you go. This isn't about doomsday prepping or panic buying, it's about practical self-reliance and making sure your family is ready for anything, from job loss to natural disasters. When everyone else is scrambling in empty stores, you'll be calm and prepared with a deep pantry that lets you ride out the chaos without worry. Start small, just double up on a few items each time you shop. Over time, those extras add up to real security. When you secure your food supply, you're not just preparing for emergencies, you're investing in your family's future peace of mind. Now that you know how to build a reliable food supply, let's talk about the next essential: water. You can survive weeks without food but only days without water. Don't trust your tap in a crisis. Power failures or contamination can happen fast. Store at least a 2-week supply of water, but know it will run out. Invest in a high-quality water filter, Berkey, Sawyer, or similar. For viruses, keep purification tablets or a way to boil water. Identify water sources near you, rivers, lakes, even pools. The ability to make any water safe is a survival superpower. Don't wait until the taps run dry. Get your filter, tablets, and a plan now. Water is life. Protect your supply. Now let's talk about real money: precious metals. When currency fails, gold and silver hold value. Gold is great for storing wealth, but silver is practical for everyday trade. You can't buy groceries with a gold bar, but a silver coin is perfect. Junk silver, pre-1965 dimes, quarters, half dollars, are ideal for barter. They're recognizable, hard to fake, and come in small denominations. Don't worry about price swings. This is about preserving value, not getting rich. Buy from reputable dealers and keep it in your possession. Precious metals are your hedge against a worthless dollar. Start small, but start now. Next, let's cover medical supplies. In a collapse, medical help may be gone. Your kit is your lifeline. Go beyond band-aids. Get trauma supplies like tourniquets, gauze, and chest seals. Learn basic first aid. Knowledge is as vital as gear. Stock up on painkillers, allergy meds, antidiarrheals, and ointments. Buy in bulk for cost and shelf life. If you need prescriptions, ask your doctor for a longer supply. Never let critical meds run low. Get a solid first aid manual and practice the basics. The right supplies and skills can save lives when hospitals are closed. Prepare now. Don't gamble with your health. Next, let's keep the lights on. Fuel and energy. The grid is fragile. When it fails, you need backup power. Start with stored fuel, gasoline, propane, or kerosene safely kept and stabilized. A generator is great, but even a camp stove or grill lets you cook and boil water. Battery power stations are silent, safe indoors, and recharge with solar panels. Portable solar panels give you true energy independence. You don't need a rooftop array, just enough to keep essentials running. Build your energy pyramid: fuel, devices, batteries, then solar. Don't wait for a blackout to realize you're unprepared. Secure your power and you control your comfort and safety. Now let's talk about fixing what breaks. In a collapse, things break, and you can't call a repairman. A basic toolkit: screwdrivers, pliers, wrenches, hammer, saw, handles most fixes. Add duct tape, epoxy, superglue, and a variety of fasteners. Maintenance supplies like WD-40 and oil keep gear running longer. Learn simple repairs now. YouTube is your friend. The more you know, the less you'll need to replace. Tools and skills keep your home and equipment working when the world falls apart. Start with the basics and build up. Next, let's talk about what everyone will want to trade for. When cash is worthless, bartering rules and vice items are king. Stock up on alcohol, especially hard liquor, coffee, tobacco, and candy. These are always in demand for comfort and stress relief. Small bottles and packs are best for trading. Even if you don't use them, others will. These items are cheap now but priceless in a crisis. They're perfect for small trades and building goodwill. A stash of vices is a low-cost way to gain huge bartering power. Don't overlook them. Next, hygiene and sanitation. Poor sanitation spreads disease faster than any disaster. Heavy-duty garbage bags are essential for waste, water protection, and even emergency toilets. Stock up on bar soap, hand sanitizer, and dental supplies. Don't forget feminine hygiene, diapers, and wipes if needed. Bleach and vinegar disinfect surfaces and water. Sponges, rags, and buckets keep your space clean. A clean environment prevents illness when doctors aren't available. Don't let hygiene be your downfall. Prepare now for a healthy home. Next, let's grow your own food. Stored food runs out. Growing your own is true self-reliance. Buy heirloom seeds so you can save and replant year after year. Start a small garden now to learn what works in your area. Focus on easy, calorie-dense crops like potatoes, beans, and squash. Basic tools, a shovel, hoe, trowel, gloves, are all you need. Collect rainwater and start composting for better yields. Learn food preservation, canning, drying, pickling. Practice now, not when you're desperate. Seeds are cheap, but the skill to grow food is priceless. Finally, let's talk about the most important asset. Gear is useless without know-how. Skills are your ultimate prep. Learn first aid, water purification, repairs, gardening, and food preservation. Add navigation, self-defense, and basic tech skills. Build relationships with neighbors. Community is your real safety net. Download survival guides and maps for offline use. Practice what you learn now, not later. Every skill makes you more valuable and resilient. In a crisis, knowledge is weightless, can't be stolen, and pays for life. Don't just hoard stuff. Hoard skills. Start learning today. Now here's your first step. Let's wrap up. Don't get overwhelmed. Just start. Pick one item from this list and get it this week. Comment below with your first step. I read every one. Taking action now separates the prepared from the panicked. Subscribe for more crisis prep that could save your family. We'll dive deeper into every topic soon. The clock's ticking. Don't wait until it's too late. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.